What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get. Ground at the 20. So Syracuse's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's McFadden. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Gill. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Syracuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
7, Clemson, 0.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Clemson Tigers offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with the lone back. Shakes off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. That's caught. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the lone running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. Got it! They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on fourth down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
Okay, ready? Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. The give. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
That's is such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
There he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 4 over James Madison. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Tremble. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McFadden. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Russell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got it in the middle. It's Concepcion. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Plows through the defense. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Tremble. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They're going to ride this running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Might be changing the route. They'll run the toss. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding. Right
back to the well. Nice Pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off. Let the running back do the rest.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Washington. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Turning it on! Find some fresh air. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Grab behind the line. It's Tremble. Running through contact. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's got enough to give Syracuse the 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Orange. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Concepcion. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Russell. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Keeps it on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Turns it on at midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Handoff to the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Davidson. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tremble. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Running the victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, and go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.